Back on our show this Friday. Good to have Lee Gwinn with us, the owner of the popular spirits restaurant here in town, and they're getting ready for Funktoberfest 2016. It's going to be in October.
It's well underway. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
For coming.
A lot of planning's been going on, hasn't it?
Yes, a lot of behind the scenes planning. Yesterday we had a press conference and talked about what was going on for this year and all the changes and what to expect.
It's expanded from the first year.
It has, quite a bit. There's quite a few new things that we're doing this year. We're going to have an artist area for people to come out and sell art, which wasn't a part of it last year. We're also creating this VIP experience being brought to us by Clico.
Now, what does VIP experience mean?
Well, if you go to festivals, they have you can buy the general admission ticket or the VIP ticket. And the VIP ticket typically comes with some perks. Our perks are getting into the event an hour early because there are going to be beers there that are being limited supply. So you'll have an opportunity to not have to wait in line and taste some of these beers. We're creating a lounge type experience. Jocelyn Tudor with Stash Vintage is creating the atmosphere, and it's going to be a place to hang out. We'll have TVs and adult beverages and snacks and foosball and shuffleboard and just kind of a place to hang out during the festival. So that's going to be new this year.
And again, also an expanded lineup, music lineup.
Yes, we have 6 bands headlined by George Porter Jr. and Running Partners. A new young band that's from the East Coast called the Hip Abduction. Billy Ayuso and the Restless Natives out of New Orleans, and several other bands. So the music starts at 6 and goes until 10.
Well, you jump-started from last year, haven't you?
Yeah,
quickly.
It's great. The community's really rallied behind it. We have a ton of wonderful sponsors and a great committee of volunteers that are wanting to do something great for Alexandria. And it's a nonprofit event, so all the money we raise goes back into our community through the Tipitinas Foundation. Instruments That Come In program that puts musical instruments into local schools.
What a wonderful cause.
That's awesome.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
It really is.
Lee, last year, a lot of rain when Funktoberfest happened. Still didn't dampen the enthusiasm. You still had a lot of people coming out.
It didn't, and a lot may be an understatement. I think we got about 3 months worth of rain in about an hour. But
that is disappointing when that happens.
It was, well, the gates opened, and about 30 minutes later, it just poured.
It just poured.
But it was incredible. We didn't miss a beat. People really enjoyed it. If you were a part of the first one, you were there for it, wading around in knee-deep water and drinking beer and eating food, and everybody had a great time.
It sounds like a great time.
Rain or shine, we're going to do it. So.
It's in October, usually a great month for
typically, yes.
outdoor festivals, so you should be okay this year.
I think so.
Law of averages.
I hope so. We think so.
You mentioned something about beer tasting an hour before for the VIPs. Any local companies or what can we expect?
Yeah,
there?
absolutely. Well, we've got pretty much all the major craft beer breweries from Louisiana that'll be there. Broken Wheel out of Marksville, Abita Beer, Great Raft Beer, Parish Brewing, Red River Brewing. All these new breweries that are from the state of Louisiana will be there, as well as a couple major brands from across the country. It is a craft beer festival, so we focus on small batch microbrewery beer. And there'll be over 80 different beers to sample. There's a home brew competition for local brewing enthusiasts.
That's always such a blast.
It's great. Last year we had almost a dozen home brewers from as far away as Dallas participating.
Well, who was the winner? Who's the one to beat this year?
Well, last year's People's Choice Award winner was Dr. Eden Moran.
Really?
He's a local doctor, and he and his group put together the winning brew. And
Wow.
It's very popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, Lee, it's going to be October 15th.
Correct. 2 p.m. is the VIP entrance.
Right. The best way to get more information on
www.spiritcinelaw.com, or you can Google search Funktoberfest and find our Eventbrite site, our Facebook page. We're all over social media.
There you go. And the music's going to be great. Let's not forget about that.
It's going to be incredible.
Practically all day long.
Yeah, just for the price of admission, just the music is worth it. But sampling of beers, local food vendors,
great
artists,
music.
great music. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And the price of admission?
General admission is $35, and VIP is $75. And we also have a designated driver program because we want to keep everybody safe if you're having a few beers. And that's $15 for a designated driver.
Sure worth that.
Yeah.
And every single penny that we raise goes back into our community and Tipitinas Foundation. Instruments Are Coming. So it's a good cause too.
Thanks for coming.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for having me.
You're going to have to come back soon and talk more about it.
We will.
It's going to be here before we know it.
Yes, we look forward to seeing y'all.
The Purchase Lives exhibit at the museum. We'll visit with Megan Valentine. Talk about that in just a second.